Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria. Welcome to the channel. This is our Western astrology perspective on the full moon that occurs on November 5th, 2025 at 5:19 a.m. and that's here on the Pacific coast of the US. So as usual, just adjust for your time zone. And as usual, as you know, full moons are opposite the sun. So we have the moon here at 13 degrees of Taurus, opposite the sun in Scorpio. So full moons, highlight things, bring things to culmination, sometimes completion energy. This full moon is reflecting the sun in Scorpio, though. The depths, the dark, the swamps, deep inside ourselves. You could say the subconscious. Sometimes you could see this as our shadow, or any deep transformative processes occurring within us that we are aware of or that we are not aware of. So this full moon being opposite this sun in dark, heavy Scorpio is going to bring to light what we have not seen that has been stirring deep within, or bring to greater awareness deep things within ourselves we have been working on. Now, it can play out more superficially. Scorpio, the sign of great change, could be reflecting great changes occurring in our actual physical lives, but it's more of this deep inner stuff that the moon really wants us to reflect upon, to see, to become aware of. I want to say also to investigate. Now, it's enhanced, though not directly aspected, you can see by this giant triangle here. This giant blue triangle between Jupiter in Cancer and Lilith in Scorpio. The sun will be moving into this triangle, a few days after, a week after or so. Also hitting Mars here, although he is at 0 degrees at the time of the full moon, 0 degrees of Sagittarius, and also trining Saturn, Neptune, very loosely North Node, but Saturn and Neptune here in Pisces. So there's a lot of watery energy going on, which is my point here. A lot of emotional, deep, intuitive, psychological, inner workings going on here. Now it's a trine, it's a big triangle, it's harmonious, but usually the waters need to get stirred up, right? It doesn't always feel great at first when the waters are getting stirred up, when our emotions are being stirred up, whether purely from an internal process going on or external things stirring it and triggering those internal processes. So the moon here, this full moon, reflecting the sun in Scorpio, is like, okay, we need to be aware of, become more aware of, be pointed out to ourselves of inner things, inner processes, experiences, emotions, deep healing at this point, so that when the sun moves into this beautiful water trine, maybe challenging, but beautiful, we are not caught off guard. That's what it feels like. Bringing it into our awareness in some way. And don't run from it. We need to sit in it. Another thing with this full moon is the creative energy that's that's coming forth. We have the moon in very creative Taurus. Now, this creative energy was the dominant theme in the Vedic reading, but it's here as well. Taurus ruled by creative Venus, earthly, birthing, springtime, Taurus energy. So whatever emotional stirrings are going on within that we are becoming aware of or more aware of, maybe even diving deeply into with this full moon energy, it's going to, I see like bursting fireworks. It's going to bring about a creative burst, a creative birth and burst. And that may be, again, artistic creative. It may be like, oh, this is how I want to create my life. This is how I want to express myself. This is who I am. This is how I want to be. I just heard take it or leave it. So honor your emotions, honor whatever's stirred up from deep within, whether you've been aware of it all along or it's kind of new coming up to the surface with this energy enhanced by this water trine. Embrace it and let you birth a new creative stage in your life, however that creativity takes place. Okay, that is the gist. Oh, any other drishtis or drishtis, that's Vedic, aspects? We do have a trine here to the south node. Spiritual seeking energy, past energy. So again, the emotional stirrings may bring up things from the past, but embrace that healing now. Let it fuel, inspire whatever you want to birth or whatever you want to be creative with. And then of course, then there will be a sextile to the north node here. So it may feel very karmically timed for some of us. All right, that is the Western astrology perspective on this full moon in Taurus. I will be doing the tarot reading next, so that is coming up. And thank you everyone for being here.